A virus that has taken 2 years before discovery was finally uncovered, and it's called the Flame. Beware, guys, because this virus is meaner than the Trojan. Kaspersky Lab chief malware expert Vitaly Kamluk said that the newly discovered sophisticated Flame computer virus is part of a secret cyber warfare likely between nations. The Russian cybersecurity software maker claimed responsibility for discovering the virus that they believe was deployed at least 5 years ago to engage in state-sponsored cyber espionage in Iran and other Middle Eastern countries. Flame can gather data files remotely, changing settings on computers, turning on PC microphones to record conversations, take screenshots, and log instant messaging chats.
It took us some time to analyze the code. We didn't understand what we found because we were looking for a mysterious application responsible for the wiping of computer systems. So we thought we found it, and then it took us a couple of weeks to reverse engineer part of its code because it's really huge in size, and it may take up to a year to do a full analysis of this code, to do a full coverage.
According to Kamluk, evidence suggests that the virus may have been built on behalf of the same nation or nations that commissioned the Stuxnet worm that attacked Iran's nuclear program in 2010. Cybersecurity experts said the discovery publicly demonstrates what experts privy to classified information have long known, that nations have been using pieces of malicious computer code as weapons to promote their security interests for several years.
We think that this is one of the rare examples of cyber weapon, and it actually illustrates the fact that there are some cyber warfare operations going on there secretly. One of the key features of cyber warfare, as we define it, is it's complete secretness. So nobody knows about the cyber warfare going on. It's one of the main features. Otherwise, some of operations will not be probably so successful.
The question of who built Flame is sure to become a hot topic in the security community as well as the diplomatic world. Kaspersky experts say that they have yet to determine whether Flame had a specific mission like Stuxnet, and Kamluk declined to say who he thought built it.
There is currently no strict evidence pointing to a specific country or even a region who might be related to the development or operation of this cyber attack.
Iran has accused the United States and Israel of deploying Stuxnet, and Kaspersky Lab said it discovered Flame after a UN telecommunications agency asked it to analyze data on malicious software across the Middle East in search of the data-wiping virus reported by Iran.
It took about 2 years actually to catch this malware because our estimation is that it was created somewhere in 2010, at least in 2010. And the reasons why it was not detected since then, there are quite few reasons. First of all, it's a limited number of users that were infected.
The Kaspersky Lab said Flame and Stuxnet appeared to infect machines by exploiting the same flaw in the Windows operating system, and that both viruses employ a similar way of spreading. Some experts suspect the United States and Israel of building Stuxnet and other virus Dooku, a view that was laid out in January 2011. New York Times reported that it came from a joint program that began around 2004 to undermine what they say are Iran's efforts to build a bomb. Virtualization has a lot of benefits, especially for companies that have adopted this technology. But be very careful, because this could be a platform for cybercrime, malware, and viruses like the Flame, which I mentioned earlier, if it is left unprotected. So IT security is definitely a must for the virtual environment. Virtualization has become one of the necessities in the current ever-growing business environment because of the benefits it could give to an organization.
First is reduce the cost, because of they can reduce the hardware cost, the administration cost, as well as the electricity utilities cost, because of from multiple hardware and server and now become one single server. Also, it actually gives the flexibilities, to the employees, to the users of using any application.
Virtualization is becoming more in demand and popular for organizations globally, but we can't deny it that today malware gets sophisticated and rapidly increases. Imagine from one malware every minute to one malware every second, and definitely expanding their sites and targeting B2B indicates an alarming trend on virtualization.
If any things happen to that virtual server, it actually affects the whole entire infrastructure. Can you imagine that?
So, how to address these threats?
You want flexibility, you also require to have a protection. So get the balance.
Recently, Kaspersky introduced its IT security for virtualization to companies implementing virtualization.